Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stonehearth with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Lathrixian Lake, the village in which there are more crafting buildings than there is actual housing for our poor little halflings. So today, I plan on starting to fix this. We are going to be designing a nice basic house, which we can build over and over again, and maybe make small changes each time to make them a little bit unique, but overall, a nice basic design, which will be nice and simple for our people to build. But before we do that, I have named some of the new halflings, and I have changed the jobs of a few others. So right now we have Commander back being a shepherd, because now we finally have the trapper area over here. It means we have bug meat. Because we have bug meat, if we go on over to our chef, there we go, we have chicken feed, which means now we can have eggs, which means we can have better food for our people, which means more happiness. Right now, we are really close to finally upgrading our hearth with the power of cheer. All we need to do is get one more person to be merry, and to get the last slightly sad person to be okay. To be okay with life. And by the looks of things, the reason why you're sad is that you're sleeping on the ground. And you're in a very cramped environment. Where are you? Are you underground? Are you asleep? Yep, you are sleeping in the mine. You know, meh. I think that's your own fault, honestly. So, either way, housing will fix this and make everyone happy. I've also turned this fellow into a weaver, because they are a passionate weaver, so finally they can be nice and happy, even though they aren't really the best suited for this role. Medium mind, so they will level up at an okay pace. Really excellent body, which is almost worthless for this role, except for the fact he can hold a little bit more, which is okay, I guess. And then one spirit, so he's never going to make any of the extravagant items in terms of quality. But still, he's going to be really happy, and how can you say no to that magnificent beard? Now, before we continue, let's have a look at the new names. We have Dinkelberg, who I'm sure will never be blamed for anything ever. We have Marathon, because their name was very similar to that already. We have Spuddy McSpudface, because of course we have Spuddy McSpudface. We have Steve, and we have Meh. And I believe those are all the people we have renamed since the last video. So we still have our Mason, one of our regular workers, and a second of our regular workers to name, and now, of course, the brand new tailor. So with that, let's continue. Right now, people are putting the storage into the storage, which is fairly nice. Well, the stored items into the storage, which is fairly nice. So I will let them do that for a little while. Although, one thing I do need to do as soon as possible then is set up the animal pasture. So where are we going to put that? For now, we may as well put it near the storage. So we'll just put it over here. We will be moving this later. There we are. Chicken, please. So I don't really mind if it's not particularly the most efficiently sized. Right now, we just want the eggs. Later on, I'll have a special area for it, which will be all nice and fenced off, and will look pretty darn decent. So now then, let's get to building a small house. So essentially, we're going to be copying this. We're going to be adding a chimney so that they can have fires inside without killing themselves. And I want it to be a little bit smaller than this, though, so nice and compact with 2 beds. I don't believe you can have cramped environment by walls, though I might be wrong there. Either way, we'll find out soon enough. So, the flooring, I think just a nice standard stone floor because it'll look nice, not so much because it'll be comfortable. So I've been thinking to myself, which is a rare and scary occurrence, that maybe we should make our residential buildings a little bit more distinct from everything else. So what I'm thinking is that residential buildings will have a green roof. Now, I was originally going to give them stone walls instead, but I think the roofs will be more immediately obvious and will be more interesting when you look at the village. So the residential buildings will always have green roofs, the crafting buildings will always have blue, which will include the inn because we have the cook there, and then any military buildings will either have stone roofs or red. And since there's going to be so few military buildings, since I want a barracks and I can't think of anything else right now, maybe towers and stuff, if we build those in the future, it will make the military really stand out. And the green and blue contrast will be quite nice, since it all blends and isn't really that contrasty after all in the end. So in the end, this is what we're doing in the end. In the end. Now, how about that for a basic size? I think that's a bit too big. Yep, it definitely is. Okay, so maybe like this? Like this, then we can have an entryway, then build upon the sides and the back as well. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So how about something like this? Now, when I built the walls over here with a similar style, it had a bit of a mixed reaction from people, and I do understand that, but I think it'll look interesting if we continue to build this roof out a little bit further. So it still covers all of the ground around it. Let's do this. We'll paint it correctly in a second. Let's just put the blocks down for now. And then we add some wooden supports to make it look a bit more structurally sound. You know, no, it looks really out of place like that, so nope, we are not doing that. We could just leave it like this, but yeah, I don't think this really works for such a small building. I was hoping it would, but nope, instant regret. Just gonna go with a very similar style to the other buildings. Just gonna do this like that, that's fine. Looks interesting at least, and maybe we can put a lamp here or something, that's fine as well. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Remember, this is meant to be the base design. This can always be edited later whenever we build a new building, just these are going to be the ones spammed everywhere, nice and basic. Can we put this here? Ooh, yes we can, okay. Not much privacy in these little houses. Eventually we will be able to make curtains. Yeah, like that. There we are. But I'm not sure if we can actually build these yet, plus those should really be on the inside, shouldn't they? Yeah. I don't think a level 1 Weaver can make those. Hello there, Weaver. Oh no, they can! In that case, I'm going to go ahead and add some other... Oh wait, no, because we have no fibre. Can we grow silkweed? Is a very important question right now. Yes, we can, and we can also grow these, so we can get fibre very easily then with this particular group. So for now, I won't add the curtains, but I will add them in future builds, and I'll make sure to start growing some silkweed. And so we built a small chimney. There we are, small chimney, mini fireplace. They can stay warm without killing themselves. That'll be nice. Just make sure I can actually fit 2 beds in here. Good. Very little else, though. Very little else indeed. We could have these as a single bed, but honestly, that's fine. We're not really in the lap of luxury yet. There will be bigger houses later for the elite few, but for now, I'm afraid this is how most of them are going to sleep. It's warm, it's dry. I mean, what more can you ask for? And you know what? You can even have a little wooden box. In fact, you can have 3 wooden boxes. I am so very kind. There we are. Gonna put a little bit further forwards. Sure, why not? Sure, that'll do. It makes sense. You put it at the very back. Although, what I should do then really is change the flooring from, you know, wood to anything else. Like stone, for instance. Yeah, not the most elegant fireplace, and normally it's not right on the floor like that, but that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Can we put one of these in here? No, that's way too big. We'll just assume they can move their own wood, and that's fine. Okay, there we are. Need to replace the door because it keeps on getting deleted every time I do anything. Don't like the top of the chimney right now. I think I need to change that, though. Well, the chimney looks a bit extreme for such a small roof, but I quite like it. So there we are. It has a hole going all the way down into the fireplace. There's 2 beds inside, a little bit of storage. Once again, it's better than nothing. And I think it looks quite nice. Having these dotted around, I think, will be absolutely fine. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's save this as base house. Or base home. Yes, please. And let's build 2 of them. Get that one started. And then I would like a second one as well. New building? Yep, new building. Yes. Templates. So this is what I've come up with. We're going to have the 2 first houses here. We're going to have 2 more houses behind it eventually, facing the other way. And then we're going to have a sort of communal growing area in the middle. So loads of flowers, loads of just general plants. It's going to be really pretty. And of course, loads of light sources as well. So the whole area is going to be really good in terms of appeal. And hopefully, it'll just look nice for us as well. Then eventually we're going to probably turn this area here also into a residential area, but most likely with a larger home here as a sort of wealthy home. Don't quite know who's going to work there, but someone will work there. Ah, and someone's currently sleeping on the job. I've also put down all the roads, so in the future I do know how big to build things, because when I was building this I was building blind, and honestly we could have done the sizes a bit differently, but I like the design as it is now, so we're just sort of leaving it. It's too late. Only one person is now merry. A herd of caribou. Oh my god, the caribou are invading. Rabbit people, defend me from the caribou. That was not worth it for the caribou. We just got a lot of food. Huzzah! Venison. That's interesting. Unsheltered pasture animals are hurt by the cold, and this is sunny snow. Wow, okay then, in that case, we really, really need to make sure in the future all of our chickens have their own little chicken pen. Well done, Spuddy McSpudface. So apparently the halflings couldn't figure out how to build this road because, well, there we are. The market stall is now moved. That should now be okay, right? Yep, it's now being built despite the fact that red is still there. Lovely. Build everything. Ooh, what are we out of? You're yelling at me. Why? Ooh, we don't have any wood. Well, I want those to grow up, so let's cut down the forest over here instead. We need ourselves some timber. Oh, hello, caribou. The caribou are attacking again. Apparently, the caribou are very hungry at the moment. I'm afraid we need our own food, lads. That's so much meat. So what I really need going forwards is this, the spiky quiver and the fire quiver. Since we have so many archers and not many footmen or knights, in fact no knights yet, because the blacksmith was meant to be this episode, maybe the next episode instead. Either way, we need these to make our archers better. So, let's make sure our tailor is leveling up by growing some of these. Finally, we are growing fiber, which means the tailor can actually work with something and thus level up. And by tailor, I mean weaver. Of course, I could put Shepherd back to being a weaver, or even, where are you, Zinch, who was a max level weaver at some point, who's now a carpenter. Yeah, Zinch is going to be good at everything. Max level carpenter, max level geomancer, max level weaver. Zinch is cool. So we got fairly lucky here. We have a trader who's offering us 2 more of the lovely auto cricket golems for only 6 wooden swords. Yeah, that's kind of amazing. We're going to have 4 of them total in the end. In fact, there's one currently floating in midair. Well, I mean, actually, it's on the roof, but still. That's going to be fantastic. Did I already give someone this bed? Yes, I did. Excellent. Okay, so we have 3 more owned beds now. About to have a 4th. That's fantastic. Will make people way happier. Eggs have finally started to be laid, so we can get some better food for our people as well. So better food and better sleeping conditions. In fact, before the end of the video, I made us build the other 2 houses as well. That way we have a grand total of 8 beds here, which is really nice. We only have 3 people currently without beds, so let's go ahead and add the last 2 houses over here. Now, this is more than enough beds, but it means as we get some new people, we can nice and happily house them as soon as possible. Lovely. Okay, and then let's add these over here as well. So it should go like this and this. If I'm correct, yes I am. Lovely. And then we can start adding flowers very, very soon. Everyone finally gets houses. Why are caribou being so aggressive at the moment? I mean, I'm not complaining. Look at that flesh. Delicious for the flesh eaters. Now cooking up all that lovely, lovely venison. And so the village grows. So I wasn't paying attention and, well, our chef with his chef spoon is currently killing a goblin. In fact, everyone is. You don't mess with us, lad! Yeah, I think that sums it up. Just loads of angry townsfolk chasing away the enemy. They got so scattered because of that. Well done, townsfolk. I'm back. It looks like you've made me the 6 wooden swords. Yes, I did. There you go. Which means now I should have 2 more golems as soon as they are collected. There they are. I can see them on the floor. Can I please place them? To be fair, we have a lot of things currently going on. Flowers being planted everywhere, new buildings being built, and then little adorable golems. Oh, we have 4 of them now. I'm so happy with that. Well done, Trapper. New homes being built. Everyone should be a little bit happier. And with the venison as well, people should be very happy with their food at least. Oh, a lot of sad people right now because of the fighting. That will go away soon, thankfully. Don't want any new people just yet, honestly. Why are you so happy? Food, but yep, ate a tasty meal. Lovely. Beautiful bedroom. Excellent. My meal was cooked. Excellently prepared meal. Oh, wow. So if you get the excellent quality, it actually increases the happiness of people. That makes sense. Gloomy clouds. See, he's happy, even though he feared for his life. Everyone else be happy. There's some pretty awesome food. Cornflake is now a maximum level chef. Well done. Ooh, layered cake. Which means we need flour and sugar. And prickly pears. That's going to be a nightmare to get. But look how much happiness that would bring. How do you even get sugar? I think I need like a little sugar plant for that. I'll be on the lookout for that. Getting close. What are you? Hello. Let's just get rid of that before it attacks us, eh? Oh, nope. Dogs. Wolves. Change course. Oh no, they ate one of my chickens. Well, to be fair, they ate a chicken. We're going to eat them. Oh, bad. Lots of enemies. Any healers? Nope. Okay, in that case, just focus down one of them at a time, please. Doesn't matter which. There goes Zeus again. Maybe we should focus on the weaker guys first, just because they die so much faster. Yeah, next episode, Blacksmith. We need a knight desperately. Our normal soldiers are way too fragile, and they just get focused on randomly. With a knight, which can taunt, everything's better. We need healer, DPS, tank. Currently we have healer, healer, DPS, 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 DPS. DPS. Are you talking to the chicken about the goblins? Okay. I mean, it apparently evolved it into an adult chicken, so it worked. The Weaver can finally level up because now we are harvesting this over here. So we have our lovely stalks. Fantastic. So we have fiber, which means the Weaver can level up and they will be nice and happy. Currently, there's a few unhappy people because recently we got attacked and lots of damage occurred. But still, look, he's happy. Even though we are having to level him up from scratch, when we could have had other higher level Weavers straight away, but the thing is, he will always be happy being a Weaver, so more happy people for the village. Also, I'm building the roads. Also, brand new person, 5 of mind, 5 of body, 3 of spirit, and they are instantly a brand new archer. Who needs a name? So we currently have one person who no longer has a bed, so I'm going to just go ahead and instantly add one last one of these. So maybe we could put 2 here. And that'll be like the basic section. Then we'll have a larger house here, which will be nice and showy. Yep, that seems reasonable to me. Let's go ahead and do that, so I can go there. And I might as well build another one then here as well. I quite like having so many of the same building. It just looks so organised. That's correct. Yep. Yep, all good. We can also start to upgrade our worker outfits. So when you can, please build some of those. And, once you're done with everything else, build some curtains. Six of Spirit, well. You may become a weaver or a cook in the future because there's a higher chance of producing the better quality items. Now, you would also become an awesome cleric, but yeah, better cook would always be good as well. Since the upgraded food does make people happy. Anything to sell? Whoa. And apparently, cooked venison is very expensive when it's of a decent quality. You know what? I'll sell a couple of those. Just so we can get some of those as well. A bit of variety for people. Why are you so ridiculously happy? It was the bacon and eggs, apparently, which did it. Okay. Well, as long as you're happy. And so, everyone has a bed once more. So what we need to do next is just make this whole area far prettier, especially inside the buildings themselves, so they get bonuses when they're asleep. Can you please destroy this guy before he breaks down the wall? That'd be cool. Thank you. By wall, I meant to say door. Go after the weak one first. Yeah, having a lone footman just gets the footman constantly really badly hurt. Yeah, you can just continue with what you're doing. Keep on fighting, Zeus. We believe in you. There we go. Lovely. Well, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. Now, sadly, we didn't get the hearth upgrade just yet, but we did finally get everyone their own bed. So at least they're going to be happy about that. In the next video, we are going to be focusing on getting everyone as happy as possible. We're going to be making the Weaver and the Blacksmith workshop, which means we can make them nice and pretty, so they get the bonus to having a nice pretty workshop, which will make them happier. And we're also going to try and add curtains and all sorts of nice things to these houses, so everyone gets happiness from that as well. If we include all the new food as well, it means we should have enough happiness to finally upgrade our hearth. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stonehearth is a series you wish to see continued in the future. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people to name. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.